What's up, guys? Welcome to the Meaning Of Podcast. I am Ace.
This is RB3.
And this is the podcast where we talk about your favorite directors and the deeper meaning within their films. And welcome to our annual Oscar prediction show.
Yeah.
This is the show where we give our best guesses at who is going to win the Oscar and who should win the Oscar. Obviously, we focus on who will win because that is what people put money on, like me. I'm putting money on the Oscars this year like I usually do. Obviously, it's not a lot of money. It's whatever I have in my wallet at the moment. But every year, I try to get better, and I'm getting worse.
I mean, I don't bet money on the Oscars. Usually my thing is the Super Bowl. That's what I put most of my money into. Came close this year, man.
Really?
If
This was a bad Super Bowl.
It was a terrible Super Bowl. If they would have if the Rams would have had one touchdown, I would have won like $300, bro.
Wow.
300.
Wow.
If they had one touchdown by the end of the game, because I had the final score of like 6-3, I was like, oh man, that would have been nice. But
that's
they
a bummer.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
Either way, guys, I've done okay in the past as far as my Oscar predictions go. I used to hang out with some friends from work that are very, very deep in the Oscar prediction pool and in the Oscar world. They make me look like I'm an amateur. So hanging around them has made me slightly better. But this year, I haven't been around them as much. So I kind of feel like this year, when it comes to certain categories like live action short, documentary short, those type of categories that I'm usually pretty good in. I'm pretty good at predicting those because I actually seek them out and try to watch them. This year, I do not know many of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
so apologies to everyone who's big fan of those documentary shorts because I don't think I've seen any of them.
I'm shooting in the dark with the live action documentary ones. But salute to there's one of a USC graduate who's in contention for.
Oh, there you go.
I think
sometimes
it
you
was
just
animated short or
sometimes you
live
just got to go with your heart, man. I'm gonna do that a lot, and I always do that every year, and it always burns me. But I'm gonna do it again, man, because I just got to go with my heart on a lot of these that I just don't know, and I'm just gonna be like, you know what? That's cool. I'm picking that one.
Well, I mean, we should make the distinction of what we think should win.
Yeah,
and what
we'll do the should will. I mean, obviously we did that when it comes to our nominations when they first came out, but we'll do it again this time as like official. I'm writing this on my ballot.
It changes, it changes over time.
So this is our official ballot. We're gonna do it. We're doing it live. Obviously, you guys can follow along. We are looking up the Oscar nominations. I'm going based off the Hollywood Reporter nominations list. Oh, nice. Let's do it. So I'm going from the bottom all the way to the top.
Communicate this.
So if you're following along, you can go on there, Google that, and we'll get this thing started. This year, it's a weird Oscar. A lot of weird movies are nominated.
Well, I think it's weirder just due to the fact that every single guild has handed a different movie Best Picture. The editors gave The Favorite and Bohemian Rhapsody their Best Picture. SAG, Black Panther, PGA, Green Book, DGA.
What did WGA give to?
They didn't give it nothing that was nominated. They gave it to Can You Ever Forgive Me in 8th grade. So,
oh, that's right.
8th grade's not even nominated for Best Original Screenplay. So,
wow.
And the USC scripters also gave their award to Leave No Trace, which they're usually the best predictor for screenplay. But Leave No Trace is not even nominated.
It's not even out. Yeah.
So it's literally like nothing is adding up right now.
It's not. It's a free for all, man.
It's a free for all.
It's a Royal Rumble.
Hey, man, I'm here for it though. That's what I like.
Let's get into it, guys, with Best Documentary Short. The nominees.
So we're going from the bottom.
Oh, we're going from the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Work our way to the top.
Cool. Okay.
Unless you disagree with me.
I don't know. This is again a shot in the dark. So.
Best Documentary Short: Black Sheep, Endgame, Lifeboat,
Avengers,
A Night at the Garden,
Hitchcock made a movie.
Period. End of sentence. RB3, your choice.
Well, I'm taking the Avengers out. I'm taking the Hitchcock movie, Lifeboat out.
Avengers.
Hitchcock, Endgame.
Oh, Endgame.
Yeah. Just kidding.
Bro, you going off the titles?
No.
What about the heart of these stories?
I don't know anything, but I will say, period. End of sentence sounds like a great title. So
that might take it.
Yeah, but honestly,
is that your choice?
But bro, you gotta think about it this way. A lot of people who vote for these Oscars have literally no idea.
They're looking at the same thing we're looking at.
Title, yeah, they're gonna look at the title, and they're gonna look at who made. I mean, this movie looks like it was made by a couple of women. And I think the younger voting body is going to empathize towards that. I don't know a lot about this Black Sheep, but if this is the picture that they show on the Hollywood Reporter website with this black dude, I think I would like it. But
what's your choice, RB3? This is decision time.
So this isn't a should or a will. This is a maybe, I guess. So I'm going with period, end of sentence.
Okay,
for
so I pull up
short.
period, end of sentence, Netflix.
Oh, it's Netflix. Oh, perfect. That's is it on Netflix?
Yes, it is.
All right, I'll check it out then. I'm
Frick.
going for that. I'm going for that.
There you go. You're changing your mind?
Yeah, I'm going for
I
period,
might
end of
too, just
sentence.
because of It's a documentary directed by Raya Zeksiabiki.
Yeah.
Tells a story of 4 generations of women who didn't have access to pads, which leads to health problems and girls missing school or dropping out entirely. That sounds like good Oscar stuff.
But see, this is what the Oscars need to have, you know, these kinds of films available, accessible. We'll do a platform like Netflix so everybody can access these films, because a lot of times when movies get nominated for documentary, short, live action, short, nobody knows where to find them. So,
well, I'll make this a slightly bigger conversation since most people haven't seen these as well, since we haven't seen them either. Let's look at Black Sheep real fast. When his family moves to an estate rife with racism, a black boy must take drastic steps to survive. That looks like...
But the Oscars
looks like Oscars can take that too.
No, they're not going to worsen Black Sheep. Are you kidding me?
God, part of me wants to do period of end of sentence like you did. Part of me wants to do Black Sheep. So here's my thing. Before I make my choice, when it comes to the Oscars cutting down and airing things during commercials, this was an entire controversy over the past few weeks.
Yeah.
They decided not to and decided to air all 24 categories. When it came to that conversation, a lot of people, not just me, brought up the fact that maybe if they are going to show ones during commercials, maybe it should be the shorts. Maybe the shorts should be a little bit shortchanged because, like you said, a lot of people can't find these and can't watch these. What do you think about that idea, that notion, executive decision-wise, as far as like if you're in an Oscar room and they're making these decisions? Would you agree with that decision, or do you feel like, no, this is unfair to the creators of these shorts that are still great, even though they're not feature films or feature-length movies, they should still get the credit at the Oscars?
No, I don't think you should cut these.
No,
and
not cut them, but air them during commercials.
I don't
to
think
save time.
No, I don't think they should. But this is not. It's not the problem of. It's not the problem of these shorts not being. I mean, it is. I mean, the shorts have a hard time being put out there.
Even for, like you just admitted, Oscar voters don't even know.
But
how do you expect some homie from Kansas to be like, yeah, I love this documentary short?
What I said it last year. You have to open up the category to allow for submissions to like online. You know what I mean? You have to open.
You think these should be on a platform like YouTube or streaming service?
Yeah, or some. Yeah, I mean that's why I think something like Period End of Sentence has the best chance, because it's on Netflix. And because most people have access to it. And then if you don't have to, it wouldn't even be a question. I think there's a market for short films. I think there's a legitimate market for short films, but it's online, And it wouldn't even be a question of, will people care if we present the shorts like during the commercial? If you allow for people all over the world who don't have access to fancy cameras or high budget type of getting into film festivals, because film festivals cost money, distribution costs money, all that costs money. But if you open it up to wider net and allow a wider pool to be incorporated into the shorts, that's a huge potential for the Oscars right there.
Where would you put these though, platform wise? Would you put it on a YouTube, a Vimeo, or would you put it on a streaming service, a Hulu, a Netflix?
I like
because I feel like the problem with what you're saying is that a lot of these directors and these creators, coming from someone who's done short films and who's worked from short films, might see that as like, wait, well, we want to get picked up by a distributor. We want to get picked up by, some sort of, whether it be a streaming service or whether it be a studio. We want to get credit when it comes to prestige-wise, when it comes to studios and stuff. Maybe they feel like our movies shouldn't be on a YouTube or a Vimeo, and it should be on a streaming service.
Why? What's the difference? What's the difference?
Money.
You could get paid off. You could get paid. You probably
not
get paid
much,
more.
not off YouTube, man.
Yeah, you're not getting paid like directly through the pockets of YouTube, but you're not gonna. Netflix will cut you a check, but they're not gonna give you any back end.
Yeah, but they'll cut you a good check, bro.
But they're not gonna give you. But they're not gonna give you the platform. You say it all. You're the one who says it all the time. They bury movies.
They do.
Don't you think if anything, these shorts are gonna get lost in the shuffle?
They are.
What I'm saying is, you should put it to a platform that everybody can access, that everybody. And
but what I'm saying is, do you think that's fair to these directors who actually want to make some bank after putting their hard work into this short?
Most short films don't make money. You don't go into the intention of making a short film to make money.
Sure.
You're going to lose, and especially if you're campaigning it for it to be an Oscar, especially if you're putting it in the film festivals. I mean, the film submissions
festival,
to film festivals, that's a whole budget in and of itself.
It is.
That's a lot of times people spend double, triple, quadruple of what they would spend actually making the movie into submitting it for all of this stuff just to get it into the conversation.
And most festivals want exclusivity, so they don't want you to post it online.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. But if the Oscars open the floodgate and we're like, hey, we'll take anything if you're on YouTube, if you're on Vimeo, if as long as, I'm sure there has to be some sort of qualifications for it, right?
Sure.
But if there's some sort of qualifications that quantify to allow people from online submissions to have at least be in contention for these things, then the film festivals would open up, and the whole market of short filmmaking would just open up in general. Because now we look at YouTube, and this is also the problem too. We look at YouTube as like, oh, this is like a video platform. This is for videos. But I think we could really transform something like YouTube, and particularly Vimeo is really good at having a more prestigious platform in and of itself. But we could really say it's not just videos, it's films, it's cinema, it's shorts, and then that could be a whole new avenue for people to jump into this industry. It already is an avenue for people to jump into. You could look at 8th grade with Bo Burnham and everything.
My only counter to you, coming from a person of, if I'm the head of a film festival, because most film festivals, most shorts, are getting their due through film festivals, whether it be the Denver Film Festival, the Wisconsin Film Festival, the Arkansas Film Festival, like all these states that have, very tiny film communities, very small, not like LA like we live in. That's their way in, is getting through these little the Denver Film Festival, because I'm a kid living in Denver who wants to submit my film. What do you say to those people running those film festivals that need to make money as well? And these little films are kind of how they do it.
Well,
and the only way to see these films are if you go to these film festivals.
All right, well, there's two things. For one, most film festival attendance is built around the features that they're showing necessarily, not necessarily the shorts. A lot of times a lot of times when people do Sundance recaps, Toronto recaps, they're never talking about the shorts that came out of there. They're usually talking about the features, right? So that's usually what most film festival markets are designed around features. And not only that, their programming is designed more to lead towards shorter shorts, so they could program more shorts into their thing, because they're not going to show a 28-minute short because that's not going to hold an audience's attention. Nobody's going to pay to see that, So then there's already that. But secondly, most importantly, imagine if somebody like Chris Stuckman, let's say, for example, right, like in Ohio. I don't know where does he actually live?
Ohio.
Yeah,
he does. I think he does have like an Ohio Film Festival or something, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if somebody like him has 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He said, okay, like, I have a short film. I'm going to post it on YouTube, but I'm also going to show it at some Ohio independent film festival or whatever, and says he's going to show up and he's going to speak. Out of 1 million people who follow him, at least a minimum of 1,000 people maybe will follow that wave and like head to that festival. Maybe not 1,000, maybe a couple hundred. You know what I mean? People would flock to see a big name brand YouTuber, a big name brand personality, to a film festival to drive more eyes to that kind of ceremony. So that's just the way I look at it,
Sure.
And I think it's crucial to tear down the lines between online and theatrical, because I think all of that is fading away anyway. I think all of that is going away, and we should embrace that going away too, because for some reason Hollywood likes to hold on to shit for a super long time. But meanwhile, you already see it in music. Music's been kicking movies butts for centuries because they caught on to streaming before film did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that. You just gotta, I feel like film just has to adapt to what the current climate is, and the current climate is online.
You make good points, RB3. God, man.
Hey, man.
I want to debate, but I can't. You win.
Hey, man.
I tap out, and the more you talk, and the more I'm just looking at these shorts, the more I'm
imagine if
anything that you're right, man. Anything that has Netflix to it, you automatically cater to it.
Yeah.
God. But now it's going to be like I'm copying you if I take it. So a part of me wants to pick something different just to counter
for
it.
documentary short, you're going with period end of story? I'm going with period end of story.
I think so too, but it's literally just because of Netflix. I don't know what you see what I'm saying? It's not like I've seen it.
It's a great title.
Yeah.
Period end of sentence. Yeah, it's a nice title.
I know. Black Sheep is too. I mean, I'll pick Black Sheep just based off that.
Oh, you going with Black Sheep?
See, but that's what I'm saying. I'll go with Black Sheep just to counter you, but at the same time, I want to make money, bro. I want to pick the one that's going to win.
Oh, you shouldn't let me go first then. If
I know, my bad, dude. For the next one, I'll go first.
You go first.
So here's my pick. I'm picking...
Live action short, by the way.
Best documentary short.
Best documentary short.
Yeah, I'm still here. I still haven't picked. I know. I want to pick period end of sentence.
All right.
Fine. Period end of sentence.
We're both going period end of sentence?
Yeah.
All right, that's what it is.
I'm sorry.
Hey, man. It's all good, man. It's all good.
All right. Live action short. Let's go. Our nominees are Detainment, Flav, Margaret, Mother, and Skin.
And none of these have a particularly like great title that jumps out as much as period.
No, and if I'm being completely honest, I haven't seen any of these.
Yeah, not me neither.
I'm going with Skin.
Skin. That sounds like it.
RB3, what is your choice? We got to move this along.
Well, okay, so Darren Aronofsky made a great movie called Mother. So I think they didn't award that movie, they didn't give it that shine. So I think they're going to turn around and give it this Mother the attention it deserves. So I'm going Mother.
Mother.
There
you go.
Yeah. No exclamation point.
Best animated short, you have...
This is easy.
Animal Behavior, Bow, Late Afternoon, One Small Step, Weekends. I think we both agree. Bow, right?
Bow,
yeah. It's the only... I mean, it's the only one that people have seen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Disney's... usually gonna walk away with that.
Yeah,
Pixar.
They do, man. They kill.
I'm in a Pixar class right now, actually.
No way.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Did you tell them about your Incredibles 2 hate?
No, but everybody knows. It's funny because
everyone knows you hate it. It's like a class
literally,
thing.
like everybody, they're like, yeah, you're the guy who hates Incredibles 2, right? Because nobody else has that opinion. But seeing Bow was actually. It's like, damn, why'd you put this in front of Incredibles? Because watching that, it's like, my expectations are already at the roof. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already like, damn, they start off with a great short, now want to move.
It was pretty special. It was pretty funny because it was just weird. At first, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I think most kids were too.
Yeah.
But then eventually you get it, obviously.
Yeah. And Pixar, they did an amazing marketing strategy by, as soon as the Oscar nominations were released, they released Bow publicly on YouTube, so everybody just saw it then. But everybody already saw it because Incredibles 2 made $1 billion.
Yeah.
But yeah, great film. Incredibles 2, not so much. But this is. Did you get choked up when the mother ate the fucking dumpling, bro? Like.
I didn't get choked up. I was like, yo, you just killed your son. You ate him.
Yeah, I was like, damn. Man,
but the ending did choke me up.
Yeah.
When he's on the bus and stuff. And that was dope.
That was nice.
Best film editing.
All right, now
nominees.
This is where
we'll get into it, but let me say them first. Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, and Vice. My God, RB3. Once again, Bohemian Rhapsody, what the hell is it doing in best film editing? Jesus Christ.
The American Society of not the American Society, the American something of editors awarded it the best editing for their Guild Awards.
It won?
Yeah, it won.
Bohemian Rhapsody won?
For both Bohemian Rhapsody and The Favorite, because they have a comedy category and a drama category. So Bohemian Rhapsody won best editing by the editors.
Oh man. Why?
See, this is why I think
it's one of the worst edited movies I've seen this year.
But I don't disagree. What I think it honestly is, though, bro, I think what it is the whole Bryan Singer thing. He got fired, but then
it feels like they're rewarding the movie even more.
But the whole idea. But I do see from the editor's perspective of like watching a movie and knowing there's no director in the editing room.
Yeah,
and basically
that's what it felt like.
He's slocking this film together.
Yeah,
like it.
That's what it. But. You're making my point for me, RB3.
Right. I mean,
it almost feels worse that the editor had full control of it, because then it's like, yeah, I could tell there was no director in there, because this is a directionless movie.
Well, that's what, hey man, but the editor was the only one who saved. He saved the movie. No,
he didn't. Well,
he edited the best picture.
Studio wise, he did, I guess.
He took a hot
money,
mess.
and it made a lot of money.
Well, you got to understand the Academy is mostly studio executives. And he made a movie that was in the dumpster and made it almost $1 billion movie.
All right. Obviously, that's not going to be our pick. What's your pick, RB3?
It's not my pick. I actually think just and I would like to award Vice. So I'm gonna say for the should go to Vice, because I think
you're not picking Vice. I'm picking Vice.
You're picking Vice. I'm picking The Favorite.
Oh,
I'm picking
that's
The
a good one
Favorite
too.
Only because that's the other one that the Editors Association awarded.
Okay.
And I think that The Favorite has a lot of nominations, not a lot of wins, but I think that this is a category that they could. What
do editors only vote in the Academy, or does it's a wider spectrum?
For the nominations, the individual bodies vote for. So editors vote for the nominees, but for the entire Academy, everybody votes. So
so everyone is voting on Best Film Editing, not just the editors.
Not just the editors.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Vice. I think it's the flashiest editing.
That's the flashiest, absolutely.
I like Black Klansman. I would probably
love that too.
I would say that for me as far as should win. I wouldn't mind Vice though. Yeah. I think Vice winning. So, but you're picking The Favorite.
I'm picking The Favorite. I also think Black Klansman is interesting because it is Spike Lee's very bombastic editing,
sure,
but it's almost drawn back to a certain level than it would normally be.
Did you see Green Book yet?
I did not see Green Book.
Okay,
but
I was gonna say that's. I think it's pretty dope editing too. But
okay, but I think Vice didn't. The team behind The Big Short didn't win for 2015 because they lost to
was
Mad
it Whiplash? Mad Max. Yeah.
So I mean, deservingly so, but I think this will be nice to award the Vice people. But
sure.
I think The Favorite is going to take it.
There you go. Best visual effects, we have Avengers: Infinity War, Christopher Robin, First Man,
Christopher Robin,
Ready Player One, and Solo: A Star Wars Story. Why is Christopher Robin in there? It should be Aquaman. Give a nom to Aquaman.
I don't know about Aquaman personally.
Aquaman, come on.
Aquaman was nice. Aquaman was nice, but
that movie looked insane. It looked amazing.
I don't. I always say, is it the best? Is this the best visual effects and the most visual effects?
It's the best.
Well, I think I personally, I would have loved to have seen. I still would have loved to have seen. What's that one movie, man? Not Black Panther, not Ant-Man. There's another big effects movie that came out this. What? Mission Impossible Fallout. I would have loved to have seen that nominated personally. But they didn't do that.
What's my choice?
I mean, it's
Avengers Infinity War. Really? You think so?
Yeah,
some people are saying First Man.
Nah, not First Man.
Okay.
I mean, it's a great visual effects. Don't get me wrong, great visual effecents.
Yeah, I think it's up there for sure. I think it has one of the best.
Yeah, I personally think it should have been nominated for Best Picture over some of these nominees personally. But it's crazy they nominated Solo because that's not a movie you would think.
I think it's dope.
It's actually the visual effects in that movie are pretty decent.
They're really good. I think they're really good. But yeah, I'm picking Avengers Infinity War.
Avengers.
Should win, will win.
Should win and will win. I agree with
Best
that.
production design. This one's a little tougher. Black Panther, The Favorite, First Man, Mary Poppins Returns, and Roma. For me, it's between Black Panther and The Favorite. I don't know if you agree with that.
For me, I think it's between Black Panther and Roma.
Really?
Yeah. I think the production design in Roma is getting slept on, but
I think it's great, but I don't think it's at the level of The Favorite, which is all production design, and Black Panther, which is a lot of production design. I'm going with Black Panther.
I'm going with Black Panther as well.
Okay.
I think Black Panther I think this is a category is made for.
I think it's going to take a lot of technical categories.
Yeah.
So production design, Black Panther, Black Panther.
We both say Black Panther. I say should win too. I think it should have won over his other nominees.
So here we go with one that always trips me up, and I always think I get it right, and I never get it right. It's best sound editing and best sound mixing. Let's start with sound editing. Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, A Quiet Place, and Roma. Every time it's tough, man. It's tough because honestly, so many people pick the musicals and the music stuff, and that's why Bohemian Rhapsody is getting a lot of buzz as far as sound editing. But I want to pick First Man. I actually want to pick First Man for both.
Oh, wow, for both mixing and editing?
Mixing and editing.
Oh, okay.
But then again, if I can pick one and then Bohemian Rhapsody and another, God, it confuses every time I think I get it straight. But editing is sound editing and mixing is the levels. I know that because I've seen different mixing.
Yeah, I think one in particular is for not visual effects, but for sound effects. I think that editing is for the incorporation of sound effects.
And mixing is
and
just
mixing is how
the combination of how it sounds, how loud and how quiet it is on.
I think
in the movie.
I'm not sure though.
Okay, I don't want to do First Man for both. I'll do best editing Bohemian Rhapsody, best mixing First Man.
Yeah. It's not an unfair assumption to go with both because usually both wins.
Usually both wins, but then again, I don't know. But I'll pick Bohemian Rhapsody and First Man.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
That'd be funny if it's the opposite, right? If First Man wins it,
right,
and then mixing is Bohemian Rhapsody.
Right. I think the should for both is First Man.
I agree.
I think the should for.
Are
both
you gonna go with
Man.
both First Man? Because that's what I was gonna do.
No.
Okay.
I think that this might be a category that Netflix can campaign hard enough for to get Roma up in, because I personally watched it at home at Netflix, so I didn't really get the sound mixing. But
you're gonna pick Roma?
Literally everybody who I've been talking to is like, yo, like you listen to the sound of that movie.
It's great.
Yeah,
but it's not First Man level.
I don't know.
All right, man, go with your heart.
I'm going for Roma with both. I'm going for
Roma with both. Wow.
Yeah.
Good deal. Best foreign language film. Mm-hmm. The nominees are Capernaum from Lebanon, Cold War from Poland, Never Look Away from Germany, Roma, Mexico, Shoplifters, Japan. So obviously there's a little bit of conversation here because Roma is nominated for both Best Picture and Best Foreign Language Film. So a lot of people's thought process is because Roma is nominated for Best Picture, maybe the Academy will be like, you know what? I really like that black and white Cold War film. Let's give that one a nod since Roma already has a Best Picture nomination. That's a lot of people's thought process. I don't know if it's yours, but Roma is still the clear front runner in my opinion. And it's my choice. I'm picking Roma.
Roma.
Even though Shoplifters is getting a lot of buzz too.
Yeah, Shoplifters, it's been getting a lot of buzz for a long time. But I think the fact that Cold War is also nominated for Best Director and Cinematography. That speaks a lot to how much the Academy really cares about this movie.
I could see an upset.
So I could definitely see a reality where Roma wins Best Picture and this one's Best Foreign
I could see
film.
that too, man.
So, I could totally see that. And then, plus, you got to think too, back in 2004 or back in 2005 when Guillermo del Toro's Pan's Labyrinth was nominated. That was nominated for.
But it wasn't nominated for Best Picture.
It wasn't nominated for Best Picture, but it wasn't nominated for Best Foreign Film. But it didn't win that though. It didn't win that, but it won 4 other Oscars.
I thought it won Foreign Film.
No, something else won Best Foreign Film that year.
Oh, interesting.
So I think this could be almost another case where Roma could get recognized in other ways, but not in foreign language. There's another film that won. I'll look it up real quick.
I might be getting ahead of myself, but I might be predicting a super sweep, bro.
For Roma?
Yeah.
Really?
Where it wins at everything as far as like even Best Picture and Best Foreign Language film. You imagine that? Best Foreign Language film and Best Picture? Whew, that's some fire right there, bro.
That's hardcore.
That's hardcore.
I wouldn't be opposed to that only because I'm not saying I wouldn't be opposed to it either way, but I'm not saying I wouldn't discredit that only because of how much of a wide impact Roma has had over this campaign.
You should see how it burns up over in Mexico, man.
Really?
They're covering it like crazy, like Latin news networks like Univision and Telemundo, like they're covering Roma like wildfire.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it was I know it was like that. So the year that Pan's Labyrinth was nominated for Best Picture, best for a lot of things, but it was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film. It lost Best Foreign Language Film to a film from Germany called The Lives of Others. But it won 3 other Academy Awards.
It won makeup, I know that.
Yeah, it won cinematography, art direction, and makeup. So
okay.
It was also nominated for original screen. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's also a different body of people who vote for the general awards.
Sure. But I think it's been some time since the times of Pan's Labyrinth, though, right? You don't think times have changed?
Times have changed, but also, I also can see a reality where a lot of the Academy I mean, it seems like the Academy wants to celebrate world cinema a lot more, just based on the nominees: a Polish director, Greek director, Mexican director.
Even the guy from cinematography, the other guy.
Yeah, Germany. Never Look Away.
That. That to me is even bigger than everything else you said. The fact that they nominated a random film from Germany as best cinematography, that to me shows that world cinema is taking over.
That's the increase in diversity that they're bringing in. So that's what I'm saying. Like I think that they would want to, distribute the love a little more, than just giving Roma everything.
So what's your pick?
So I'm giving Cold War the will win.
It's a good choice, but
I don't honestly. Roma's the only one that I've actually seen out of these categories. So
I agree.
I don't know what should actually win. Maybe Cold War is actually better, but yeah.
Best animated feature, we have Incredibles 2, RB3's favorite movie, Isle of Dogs, Mariah, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I think we're going to be unanimous with this. Yeah. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse should win. Will. Yeah. Should and will. Shout out to Miles Morales. Yeah. Shout out to Lord and Miller.
Yeah. Shout out to Isle of Dogs, too. I like Isle of Dogs.
I still haven't seen it.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Ralph Breaks the Internet is pretty good, too.
Still want to see it.
Yeah.
Still want to see it. Best documentary feature. This is a fun one. Nominees are Free Solo, Hail Country This Morning, This Evening, Minding the Gap, A Fathers and Sons, and RBG. I've seen 3 of these.
Oh, I've seen 3.
Minding the Gap is great. Actually, I would pick Minding the Gap.
It's funny. When they came out with the nominations, I said I was going to root for this.
That's right, yeah, but you haven't seen it. It's on Hulu.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. I just saw it because it was on Hulu.
Right. I mean, I still got to see it. I'm still rooting for it. Yeah. So I'm still going to say it should
I'm rooting for it, too. I'm going for should win. Yeah. Will win, I'm picking Free Solo.
Yeah, Free Solo.
It's getting so much love for
the editors just gave it. The editors just gave it. I think the PGA gave it best documentary as well. So I think that's the clear runaway.
Climbing rocks, man.
Yeah.
Climbing rocks all the way to the top.
Yeah.
No, Would You Be My Neighbor, though?
I still haven't seen that movie, but they added it to HBO. I saw it through Identical.
It is on HBO. You should watch it.
I saw it through Identical Strangers, though.
That
was crazy. That one's crazy.
Yeah. Best original score, you have Black Panther, Black Klansman, If Beale Street Could Talk, Isle of Dogs, and Mary Poppins Returns. This is the time, obviously, I'm so hyped, and we've talked about it, on Black Panther, Ludwig Göransson getting this nomination. But if I'm really going to pick the best score, it still is If Beale Street Could Talk.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm going with If Beale Street Could Talk.
I'm not going to lie, though, man. Ludwig just won the Grammy.
Yeah, he's on fire right now.
He actually won the Grammy.
Song of the Year, too. For This Is America.
The song and record of the year. And not to mention the score for Black Panther won the Grammy equivalent for Best Original Score.
You're right. You made good points. I could see it. Are you going to pick an upset?
No, I love Beale Street too much to under.
Yeah, and that score is just so like
rich, jazzy.
It's the first thing you hear. First thing when the movie starts, man. Black Klansman's great too.
Black Klansman's good too. Isle of Dogs is a great score as well. Mary Poppins, I still haven't seen it, but I even though I'm giving the devil's advocate for Black Panther, I'm still saying should win and will win. Beale Street.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
Best original song, we have All the Stars.
Kendrick. Compton.
We have I'll Fight from RBG. We have The Place Where the Lost Things Go from Mary Poppins Returns. Shallow, A Star Is Born, and When a Cowboy Traces Spurs for Wings, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
I think this one is another unanimous one, in my opinion. I think there's no chance Shallow loses, considering this might be the only A Star Is Born win that it gets. A lot of people
are
only. Yeah, it's the only one it's gonna get. What do you think is gonna win? You think it's gonna win Best Picture? Best Actress?
I didn't say
Come on.
when we're at the sound, but it might have a chance with that sound mixing.
Maybe you're right. Maybe, but I still see it like third. I still see First Man, Bohemian Rhapsody, and then maybe Star Is Born. But it's still a shot. Still got a shot in there.
So yeah,
but are you picking Shallow or are you picking an upset?
I'm picking Shallow. Even the should win. The should win.
Should win is All the Stars.
All the Stars.
That song's fire.
Yeah.
Everyone likes that song. Yeah. I love that song.
Yeah, that's the should win. But the will win is A Star Is Born.
Got it. I lost my page here. Give me 1 sec.
Next one, cinematography. I can read.
There you go. Sorry, man.
Best cinematography nominees are The Favorite, Never Look Away, the German film, Roma, A Star Is Born, and Cold War.
You imagine they were not going to air this live? Come on.
Well, I think they thought because they nominated 3 foreign films.
That's a good
they could
point.
get
No
away
one
with-
cares.
Yeah.
People care.
Yeah.
Cinematography, man. You can't snub
See,
that.
Also, bro, I bet you they're gonna skip editing because they're gonna hand it to Bohemian Rhapsody and then air that on TV.
I think part of it too is like I could see that, but I could also see them being like, bro, how many speeches is Guadon gonna give?
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna be up there for like all these speeches. Like, come on, we gotta give him like, you know what I'm saying? Like, put him to the side for one.
Right.
Because the first speech is gonna be like, I love my kids and everyone who worked on this movie is great. His second speech is gonna be like, this movie is about Mexico. Shout out to my Mexican movie. And his third speech is gonna be like, fuck Trump.
It's escalate.
It's gonna escalate and escalate. First it's like, I love you kids, and then it's gonna be like, Mexicans are strong. The third one is like, F the wall. It's like this super pro Mexican chant or something.
So you're picking.
I'm picking Roma. Guadon, yeah. There's no way, man. Freaking he shot the movie himself.
Yeah,
that's wild.
But that could also be a down. That could be a down player for some.
You're right, but I don't see any other nominee that's so strong in there. I don't see it. Maybe the favorite, but I just don't. I don't see anything that powerful.
Yeah, I mean,
if there was another one that was like, wow, it's incredible, then yeah. But to me, it's Guadon and Roma.
I'm trying to see if the National Society of Cinematographers handed out their awards yet. If they have, that might indicate something.
Who you picking, man?
So the cinematographers gave Cold War best cinematography.
Interesting. Was Roma nominated?
Yeah, Roma. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. That's a good question because a lot of times they don't nominate. A lot of times they don't nominate the same two people. All right, I'm scrolling down to 2008. Yeah, Roma was nominated. The Favorite was nominated. First Man was nominated. Starborn was nominated.
First Man, that's a good one, but it's not even nominated here.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's a good indication of where the mindset is.
You're not going with Roma, man?
I mean, I don't want to give Roma everything. You know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna give it everything.
You're gonna give Roma, okay? But
so you don't have to just to go against me.
Just to go against you. I'm gonna say there's obviously a lot of love for Cold War.
There you go.
And I see instead of them giving it a best director, look, they could probably give it a best cinematographer. Look.
I see. I feel you, man. Best costume design: The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Panther, The Favorite, Mary Poppins Returns, and Mary Queen of Scots. I think this category is fire. I think it's dope. I think The Favorite has dope-ass costumes. I think Mary Queen of Scots has dope-ass costumes.
Period pieces,
I think Mary Poppins looks fire. I think Black Panther looks fire.
Mary Poppins?
Yeah, man.
Did you really see that movie?
No, I didn't see it. I think Ballad of Buster Scruggs is the only one that I'm like, no.
What? You don't like, bro.
It's just homies in cowboy suits, bro.
Nah, man. Everybody wears.
Nah, I'm playing. They might be. I haven't seen it, so I can't judge.
Now there's all different time periods, so they're all wearing different varieties of
I think
suits.
every nominee is worthy of a win. How about that?
Yeah.
This the only category that I'm like, yeah, I would respect. I would love if either any of these won. I think it'd be favorable. I'm picking Black Panther.
I'm picking Black Panther. I'm almost the exact opposite. I don't think anything else should win besides Black Panther.
You don't like Mary Queen of Scots costumes, bro?
I don't do the period pieces.
I do the period pieces.
But bro, they give a period piece best costume every fucking year.
Look at Nicholas Hoult right now, bro. That homie can walk a runway right now.
This is crazy.
Looking like fire, bro, with that makeup and that wig and that little scarf thingy.
Scarf thingy, yeah. Bro, I don't know. I think Black Panther.
I think it's Black Panther too, and it's interesting, right? Because a lot of people are saying, well, period pieces. Black Panther isn't a period piece.
Yeah.
But I think what they do is that they take the Afrofuturism, Africa influence combined with this otherworldly future Wakanda, fictional world type of scenario, and they combine it so perfectly that it's gonna win.
Listen, bro, I think the biggest tragedy of all time was when the Academy didn't nominate Tron Legacy for costume design, because that movie had a $10 million costume budget for the light costumes, and they had nominated for best costume. So I think this is an example of where a big budget movie can actually slip in and get as much deserved looks.
Speaking of that, best makeup and hairstyling, we have Border, Mary Queen of Scots, and Vice. Only 3 nominations. And this is another scenario where I personally feel, and this is obviously me going into different realms of speculation, but I personally feel like the Academy always gets these wrong. in my opinion, or always rewards the subdued makeup over the cool, different makeup. Examples are Star Trek. Star Trek Beyond, in my opinion, had the best makeup that year. The biggest one was Guardians of the Galaxy to me. And it clearly should have won that year, and it didn't win. And to me, it's like this stigmatism against, like you said, big budget movies, and this kind of like
well, they gave it to Suicide Squad.
I know, but it was going up against the much better makeup in Star Trek Beyond.
Actually,
it was way better than Suicide Squad. That's just my personal take. Is just that they always pick the quiet makeup instead of the cool looking alien makeup that is still really hard to do. And they're just like, no, let's pick the small makeup versus the crazy bombastic makeup. That's why I want Mary Queen of Scots to win, because I think it's baller, but Vice is going to win.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mary Queen of Scots. I haven't seen
Border, obviously.
So I'm going to go with Vice.
There you go. Best Adapted Screenplay, we have A Star is Born, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Klansman, If Beale Street Could Talk, and Can You Ever Forgive Me? I think there's a clear winner here. I think this is this is going to be Black Klansman and Spike Lee winning an award for Adapted Screenplay.
That's interesting.
I think Barry Jenkins can get it too. I think If Beale Street Could Talk is really good.
Honestly, there's a lot of factors that play into the hands of all these nominees. Star is Born. This is the 4th time this movie's been remade. I'm telling you don't like it, bro, but Middle America loves this movie.
Yeah, Middle America's not the Academy.
But no, I'm telling you, people love this
That's
movie,
true,
bro.
they do.
Everybody loves this movie. And
that's true.
You got to think, this is a Hollywood classic story at this point. Like, four remakes, you never see a 4th remake also get a Best Picture nomination, you know? So I think that plays into his favor. Best Described's got the Coenberg's name on it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't think that's going to win.
There's no way.
Black Klansman has the history factor of giving Spike Lee an Oscar, which I think does propel it a whole lot. And I think
that's why I'm picking it.
But can you ever forgive me? I
was gonna say, you're gonna pick that?
No, I'm not gonna pick it. I'm saying the Writers Guild gave it that award. And if I'm not mistaken, it was nominated for USC Scripters Award too. So it's clear that the Academy really likes that screenplay to some extent. But I don't know, man. I honestly think that I'd go for. My should is very clearly If Bill Should Could Talk, very clearly, because I think that's the best way to adapt James Baldwin's writing into visuals. But I think what will win, you're probably right with Black Panther, but
Black Klansman.
Black Klansman, yeah. You're probably right, Black Klansman. Oh, the USC Scripters gave it to Black Panther. They gave it to Black Panther.
Yeah, it's not even nominated.
It's not even nominated. So... yeah, I'm going for should win, Beale Street will win, Black Klansman.
There you go. Let's move on to Best Original Screenplay, which I think is a little bit tougher, if not a lot tougher. The Favorite, First Reformed, Green Book, Roma, and Vice. I think this one is a lot tougher, in my opinion. I think Green Book has a shot. I think The Favorite has a shot. I think Guaron can have a shot with Roma. I think this one's a little tougher. I mean, obviously, First Reform would probably be my pick.
Yeah, First Reform is the shit for me.
Man, this one's a little tougher. I'm between Green Book and The Favorite. I still feel like a little bit of that Green Book backlash might bring it down a slightly bit. So I'm picking The Favorite. Picking The Favorite. So
yeah, I hate to sound like a broken record here, but I don't want to see Green Book win any Oscars. I'm sorry, man.
Mahershala Ali is shaking his fist.
Besides Mahershala, I want to see Mahershala get something. I don't want to see any.
Yeah, but didn't it win?
It didn't win. It won WGA.
That's what it won.
Yeah.
And then it won something else. It won
Golden Globe.
Yeah. So it is kind of a little hot right now.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, man. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want to see Green Book win anything. I'm not gonna pick it.
Okay.
I think the should win is First Reformed.
Who's gonna win RB3?
Who's gonna win? I also think there's never been I might have to fact check this to be correct, 100% correct. But I don't think there's ever been a foreign film that won Best Original Screenplay.
Ooh, that'd be fire.
I don't. So, but it would be fire if Roma won. But there's also a history going against it as well. Just off the simple fact that Academy voters don't. They think it's a foreign language, so it's like, you know what I mean? They're just stupid like that.
It's a foreign language. That means they can't
how do
write
a screenplay.
They can't write. How do they write if it's not in English?
Yeah, so I think that plays against it. But at the same time, I still think that The Favorite has garnered so much attention.
Yeah, it has.
I mean,
some reason.
Yeah,
we both weren't fans.
We both weren't fans of it. I think this is also. I mean, this is. I don't know if the guy Yargos did he actually write the script for this?
He did it. If he did, I would be even hotter for it. I still think it's gonna win.
Yeah. So you're going with The Favorite for original?
I'm going for The Favorite.
Oh, okay.
I want to go.
You did say The Favorite.
Yeah. I want to pick Green Book, but I think the Green Book backlash is just catching up just at the end of the race, and it's gonna be like a photo finish where it comes back to bite him.
Yeah, so I'm guessing we're both going with The Favorite too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's okay. I picked your period, end of sentence. I'm never gonna get over it.
Bro, we've actually,
watch it be Black Sheep that wins, bro. I'm gonna be so mad.
We both wrote the. We picked a lot of the same nominees.
No, we didn't. We picked different sound mixing. We picked different.
Sound mixing.
Different adapted screenplay. We picked different.
What did I pick for adapted screenplay? We just did that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
No, we both picked Black Klansman.
We picked different cinematographies.
We both did Black Klansman for screenplay for adapted.
Yeah,
I'm changing my adapted screenplay, man. I'm going to Can You Forgive Me? Can You Forgive Me?
No,
even
don't
I'm
do
rooting
it.
for Spike Lee. I'm rooting for Spike Lee, but
then just pick Black Klansman. It doesn't matter if we pick the same one.
But I mean, like, what's the fun in that? You know what I mean?
No, this isn't about fun. It's about money.
That's the attitude. I like it.
Cream, bro.
I like it.
Best Supporting Actor.
All right.
Mahershala Ali,
This is a lock.
Adam Driver, Sam Elliott, Richard E. Grant, and Sam Rockwell. It's a lock. Mahershala Ali, bro. Not even that. You know what I'm saying now? Especially since I'm on this binge of True Detective. I'm on this urge.
Yeah.
Emmy, bro. Give the homie an Emmy, too.
Emmy?
He's going to win an Emmy.
Yeah.
There's no way he doesn't win an Emmy after True Detective, man.
Yeah, I only saw the first episode, but...
Dude, he's fire. He's so good in that show.
He plays an old dude, too. Like,
he plays, and he plays him well.
Yeah.
Plays him really freaking well. That's probably one of the best, like, acting I've ever seen is, like, playing an older gentleman. Like, playing, like, being a younger guy, being older. It's probably the best I've ever seen. It's so good. The guy's a prodigy, Mahershala Ali. He's so freaking, and he's amazing in Green Book. He's obviously the best part of that movie.
Wouldn't it be dope if in True Detective, like, Morgan Freeman was, like, his father or something like that? Like,
Morgan Freeman was his father.
No, if he played his father, or not his father, but the older version, emotionally in the True Detective.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be lit?
That would be kind of funny. Shout out to Adam Driver.
Adam Driver, man.
That's my boy, Kylo Ren.
I always need a good white boy.
Kylo Ren. Hey, everyone else is white there too.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott.
No, yeah, whatever.
Sam Elliott for 2 minutes.
I was gonna say
2 minutes.
That's more of an SNL sketch than it is
an
actual. I like Vice.
Sam Elliott, bro.
No, let me not say Vice. We just had the agent behind that movie, Rich Cook, in our class.
No, I'm talking about Sam Elliott. You're talking about Sam Rockwell.
Oh, Sam Elliott.
I'm talking about Sam Elliott. I was saying he's 2 minutes on the screen.
No, I would give it for him for those 2 minutes. Are you kidding me?
Those 2 minutes.
When he was muttering to Bradley Cooper, and he started crying. Yo, I was crying right with him, man. I was crying right with him, bro. Them tears was falling.
My favorite is still Bradley Cooper. It's like, you make good points, man.
Man, I'm telling you, that's a legendary.
Bradley Cooper gets a nomination for Best Actor for being like, well, why are you going to talk about them ass and them jeans? The lady guy's like, what? Ass and them jeans. I just don't get it. Oscar nomination. Jesus Christ.
I just want to make Daddy proud of you.
Yeah, Adam Driver, everyone else, who cares? Best Supporting Actress, obviously I already picked Mahershala, but Best Supporting Actress, Amy Adams, Marina de Tavira, Roma, Regina King, Emma Stone, and Rachel Weisz. Should win. I still think it's Rachel Weisz. I think she's...
Oh, in The Favorite?
I think she's a gangster in that movie.
So do you like this movie or not?
No, I don't.
Why you pick it?
That's what I'm saying, bro. The entire movie, to me, the favorite, I told my parents, I've told everyone, the favorite to me is, yo, that's some dope acting in a not so great movie. That's the whole movie for me. The whole movie, I'm like, yo, Emma Stone killed it. Nicholas Hoult killed it. Rachel Weisz killed it. Olivia Colman killed it. The movie, that's my entire summary of the favorite. Dope ass acting with a so-so movie. It's okay.
Yeah.
I gotta pick Regina King.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people are picking Amy Adams.
Why people? What the?
Yeah, a lot of people are picking.
What are you talking about? Like, why people pick Amy Adams?
I don't know, man. People like Amy Adams.
This is like Amy Adams' worst performance. Like she's probably ever
I wouldn't say it's her worst. I really like her in not Collider, Arrival.
Arrival. Yeah, she's great in Arrival. She's great in literally everything else. Like
she's great, except for Justice League.
Well, I mean, she didn't have a shot. I mean, she didn't have a chance.
She's pretty bad in that.
No, she's not bad.
She's bad.
No.
In Justice League, yeah. In BVS, she's good. In BVS, she like holds her own. Man of Steel.
What did she do that was bad in Justice League?
Her every scene she's in with Martha is terrible.
Well, I mean, that's just Joss Whedon not knowing how to write women. You
That's so true.
Like, that's not her fault. Like,
that whole scene is so bad,
yeah,
and it's all Joss Whedon.
It's all Joss Whedon. You know it's Joss Whedon, man. You think Zack Snyder would let some shit like that fly? Hell nah, man. At least the Snyder Cut.
Hey, man, you got to see Buffy, though. Buffy's amazing.
I gotta watch Buffy.
Buffy's incredible. Buffy's one of the best shows ever.
No, this is Amy Adams' worst performance. And it'll be a damn shame if she won for this one.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it goes Regina King. I want Rachel Weisz to win.
Yeah. Amy Adams deserves to win eventually.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I was like, what you just said?
No. Eventually. Not with this one, but...
So you're picking Regina King?
I'm picking Regina King.
She's only in the movie for like 10 minutes, too, which is wild to me.
Yeah, but...
If not less.
You know what? I love the scene when she's in Puerto Rico.
That's her only scene, to be honest.
I mean...
Oh, no, when she fights back against the family.
Yeah.
The super religious family.
Yeah. And she's there when she... towards the end, too.
Oh yeah, kind of, yeah.
I really. I mean, I'm just Bill She is always my favorite movie of. It's the only really spectacular film I think of last year. So I'm always gonna root for that. But none of these nominees really like stood out. Besides,
I think Marina was really good.
I was gonna say besides Melina from Roma. When I was actually watching the movie, I was like, oh, that's
she's
a
good
performance.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Emma Stone too. Best Actor. We are finally here, RB3. Christian Bale, Bradley Cooper, Willem Dafoe, Rami Malek, and Viggo Mortensen.
Oh, man.
Hey, man, Bradley Cooper, all he had to do was slur some words in a southern country accent. Man. At least he's from Arizona. Shout out to...
Is he from Arizona, really?
In the movie, he's from Arizona.
Oh, that's right.
What's his name? Jackson, Maine?
Yeah, I guess.
That's the only reason why I would be like, yo, what's up? You're from Arizona. And then I'd be like, all right, man, let's peace out.
Oh, man.
But I still give him a shout out. Arizona boy, man.
Arizona?
Yeah.
I didn't even know his character was from Arizona.
Yeah.
I thought he was from, like,
it's
Texas
like a part of the movie. He says it like 3 times. He goes back to Arizona where, like, they're talking about his dad.
What, but is Lady Gaga from Arizona? Where is she from?
She's from, like New York.
New York, I was going to say, because there's no way Andrew Dice Clay is
No, yeah.
from Arizona.
It's all New York.
So is Arizona really like the country shit like that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's like 50% like me, like Latino dudes, and like the other 50% is like Bradley Cooper's family relatives. Sam Elliott's. Lots of Sam Elliott's out there.
Man.
This is actually tough for me, to be honest. Because if you asked me this 2 months ago, I would have said Christian Bale with the drop of a hat. Like, no, not even one thought considering. He's going to win it 100%. Now, after Rami Malek won so many times and so many other awards, I'm like, I don't...
Yeah, this is a lot to me.
I don't know. You think it's a lock for Rami?
It's a lock for Rami, yeah.
I want to pick Rami because that's kind of where the wind is blowing. But, man, do I want to push against that wind, RB3? Do I hate that wind right now? And you know why.
Yeah.
It's because you got a freaking psycho, pedophile, sexual predator as a director. You're the one who said it too, bro.
No, I agree.
Come on.
I agree. No, I'm with you.
As someone who's getting all this credit.
You think at this point the Academy gives a fuck, though?
They don't. They don't.
They're handing Bohemian Rhapsody award after award.
True Detective Season 3 right now is like this pedophile ring, and True Detective Season 1 this pedophile ring. We have an actual real-life pedophile ring, and we're giving it an Oscar. That, to me, is wild.
We're not giving Bryan Singer an Oscar.
We're not, but we're still giving the movie he made an Oscar. That, to me, is wild.
Yeah.
I don't know. Rami Malek, sure, why not? My Mr. Robot homie, my
Mr.
doppelganger.
Robot season 3 coming back.
People
No,
still
season four.
think I look like him, which I don't agree.
Hey man, did you watch Homecoming, by the way? That
Homecoming
show on Amazon.
Oh, I want to see that. No, I haven't yet.
It's not bad.
I know. I still got to use your account.
Yeah, you got my account.
I know, man. It feels weird. It feels like I'm looking at someone else's computer.
Bro, I literally have 6 people on my Netflix.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool,
So
cool.
you don't have to worry about it. Like,
I always feel bad every time I do something like that. I feel like I'm taking like my friend's food or something. Like I take your fries when you're not looking. That's what it feels like to me.
It's not like
I'm like, yo, you can't take a man's fries.
Well, it's not like I'm not getting those fries back. Like
That's
I can
true.
still eat the fries simultaneously.
But I feel like you have less fries or something.
No.
All right, let's stop.
Let's stop.
Best actress. This is another one that I'm a little iffier on. Yalitza Aparicio for Roma. Shout out to her. Glenn Close, Olivia Colman, Lady Gaga, and Melissa McCarthy. The reason why I'm a little like this is because of Olivia Colman and Glenn Close. To me, it's between them two. And everyone is already like, they jumped off the Olivia Colman train and are chewing on Glenn Close. And they're telling me it's a lock. But I don't know. I think Olivia Colman has a lot of love. She won the Golden Globe. She won the BAFTA. But I don't know. I don't know. I'll let you go first, but I'm probably gonna pick Glenn Close.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got to this point of Olivia Colman being a front runner. You know what I mean? Like
She was really good, man.
She was good. She wasn't like blowing my mind.
Don't talk to me about no Olivia Colman and not talk about Lady Gaga.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Bro.
Lady Gaga,
Lady Gaga was fine.
I put Lady Gaga over Olivia Colman.
What?
Yes.
She was fine in the movie.
And
fine.
A Star is Born?
Yeah.
Nah, man, she was really
All
good.
right, she was good in the movie.
She was great.
No,
She was
not great.
She was really the only redeemable part of that movie for me, personally. Not
thought-
only redeemable part, but one of the
No, man. The Lady Gaga was.
I don't. But again,
She was so okay,
Like,
in a very okay performance.
I get the Olivia Colman hype because she gives a performance that the Oscars will like. That's like really
Quirky.
dramatic, but a little quirky and a little comedic.
Yeah,
And
but
has-
that
but
scene
also
where she
suffering
tears
from-
up though.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
that's just
acting.
it's an Oscar scene though, and
it's
Lady
a good
Gaga has
Oscar
Oscar
scene.
scenes, but it's like it's Lady Gaga.
When Rachel
you know?
Weisz is dancing and she's like crying.
Oh my God.
That's how I feel every time I see your dance skills, and I'm like, man, I can't dance like him. And you see me tear up, two tears come down my cheeks.
But what was the whole point? I mean, this is not a spoiler for The Favorite, but the last shot of that movie when she's looking, and it's like the rabbits. Like, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah,
That's not
and the
even for
Oscar just like
performance.
ate it up like a Subway foot long, just like.
You know what's crazy though?
They're like art, bunnies, and I'm like, ugh.
It's crazy.
It's so okay. I get it. I get the analogy. I get the metaphor. Yeah.
I don't. It's funny because a buddy of mine's in one of my classes. I was in the adaptations class last semester. And he was like, "Yo, I'm in a," and we're talking about Yargos. We're talking about this film, Killing of a Sacred Deer, because it's an adaptation of some Greek play, you know.
It is, yeah.
You know, some shit. I don't remember exactly what it was adapted from. But anyway, a buddy of mine was like, "Yo, I was an intern at 20th Century Fox, or not 20th Century Fox, for Fox Searchlight when we're doing this movie, and I saw it early, and this is the best movie ever made." I'm like, "Oh shit, like this is gonna be crazy." I actually saw this. I don't know, man. Maybe I gotta watch it. Let me watch it again.
I need to watch it again too. But either way, I was honestly, I said it in my review, in my tweet review, which isn't my review. I was in the first hour of this movie. First hour of this movie, I was like, this phone is funny as hell. It was so funny. I was laughing at every joke they were saying. I was laughing at the chicken race. I was laughing at Nicholas Hoult being an asshole. Like everything to me was like, this movie's entertaining as hell. It was a fun movie. But then when it started to be like, where is it going? Okay, is it going to be like this battle between Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz? Are they going to come to head? Is she going to do some sort of strategy? Nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. It was just like all like, okay, now I have her. Now I'm her favorite, and nothing really. I don't know. I guess that's the point, but it still felt like for so much buildup, just the delivery to me was so average.
Did you see The Wife?
I didn't see The Wife, and I'm still picking Glenn Close.
And
Nobody
guess
saw
what?
The
Wife.
No one. Do you know why? That's why I hesitate, RB3, to be honest with you. I was thinking about it on the drive here. I said to myself, how can a movie that no one has seen be getting Best Actress? Like, that to me is insane. The fact that no one has seen The Wife, and yet it's probably going to win Best Actress. And if I was an Oscar voter, I'm going to be sitting down and being like, Glenn Close, I haven't seen The Wife, but you know what?
It's Glenn Close.
Let's give it to Glenn Close.
Yeah.
Because that's the only reason why I would still give it to Olivia Colman. It's simply because at least I've seen her. At least I've seen, like, yeah, she's really good. But Glenn Close it is. Who are you picking?
I'm picking Glenn Close.
Best Director.
Now, what I will say, best performance is Homegirl from Roma.
Really? Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I was talking about this with my mom, and I was telling her the two scenes that give her the Oscar is the scene at spoilers kind of in the emergency room, I guess to say it to be a little less spoilery.
Right.
That scene gives her the Oscar, and then the scene at the beach. Those are the two scenes that are like, okay, I could see that nom. I can be like, that's a good nom. Yeah. Because even though she's not a professionally trained actress, and a lot of people are like, yo, she's not even an actress, how can you give her a nom? When you show that two scenes, that's like, that's some good acting right there.
And that's the biggest uphill battle. I mean, everybody else has been doing it for a super long time in this category, and
she's like,
she
doesn't even act. She's not an actress. That's crazy to me.
And she did it even better than, I think,
Lady Gaga.
I don't know about that.
100 times better than Lady Gaga.
I don't know about that.
Best Director, we have Alfonso Cuarón, Yorgos Lanthimos, Spike Lee, Adam McKay, and Powell Pawlowski. Here we go, man. It's Cuarón season, and he's taking them all, man. He's on fire right now. Yeah. So I'm going with my boy Cuarón. I shout out to Spike Lee. I loved BlacKkKlansman more than you did. I loved it more than everyone.
I loved it.
I'll put it my number two, bro. My number two.
No, I'm saying two.
I walked out of that theater being like, yo, that's it. That's one of my favorites of the year, if not my favorite.
Listen, if I said it on episode 2, if it was like the movies I love the most out of 2018, that would be a lot higher than number 7. But I'm just saying in terms of like actual genuine quality, you know what I mean? At least from my perspective. But that being said, I think Spike Lee should win this. Actually. I think that's the
It's tough. It's tough because Cuarón did a lot in Roma. He really did.
Cuarón did a lot, but he won 5 years ago. Don't you think that's gonna hurt a little bit too that he won 5 years ago?
Not at all.
And that he just won for Gravity.
Nope.
No. I don't think it'll hurt him either. And I think when I say will win, I think I probably will say Cuarón. But I think should win is Spike Lee. I think Spike Lee has been in this game for way too long.
But would you give it as like a sorry for Do the Right Thing? Or would you give it as BlacKkKlansman deserves that?
Well, it's not sorry just for Do the Right Thing. It's
sorry for that's what I mean.
Years, you know what I mean?
As like a career award. Like the Glenn Close, because she's going to get a career award. Because no one has seen The Wife.
Well, yes. And I'd also award it based on the fact that I would also award BlacKkKlansman based on the fact that Spike Lee, this is widely regarded as one of his better films in his entire filmography. And when, at least in terms of the other nominees, like we've seen better movies from all the other nominees, and at least in my opinion, almost. I mean, Cuarón is arguable. I
think Adam McKay.
Big Short is better.
Big Short is better than Vice.
I don't know Cold War, so I don't.
Yeah,
this is a little bit.
Powell.
Yeah, every other movie.
Shout out to Poland though, man.
Yeah, Poland really got up there.
They're kicking ass.
Got up there, but Yorgos, I personally prefer. The Lobster, and Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Interesting.
But of course I prefer Do the Right Thing over BlacKkKlansman. But I think if you're going to reward Spike Lee, but besides, this is the 91st Oscars. I have 91 years of the Academy Award. No black director has won Best Director.
Wow.
None.
That's crazy.
We've had slave movie after slave movie after slave movie win Best Picture. Never had a black director actually win Best Director.
That's wild. But yeah, no, you're right. That's crazy.
I would love to see Spike win. I would love to see Spike win. But
that'd be a crazy turn of events.
They
Twist. What a twist.
I'm telling you, but see, but the fact that they nominated Green Book is like a spit in the face to that. You know what I mean? So I don't even.
Yeah, but I still want you to see Green Book. I feel like the backlash is still a little too strong. In my opinion.
I'll watch Green Book and I'll have a fair opinion about it.
Sure.
But I'm just saying in terms of what the Oscars is more than just it's not even the quality. It's about what they represent. I think this would be a perfect year to represent Spike Lee as like this is maybe the greatest director. One of the greatest
I agree with that, but I would also say that this is the perfect year for Mexico to just be like a foreign language Mexican low budget film that's in black and white starring a no name actress who's never acted in her entire life is winning the Oscars. That is pretty powerful too, in my opinion, obviously. But that's biased because I'm Mexican.
But that just for Best Actress, or does that include for Best Picture as well? Because
I'm including it for directing and everything. Yeah, everything it's nominated for. And speaking of which, oh wait, are you picking Spike or are you just saying should? You picking the upset?
I just don't think it'd be possible for Spike to win. Yeah. I'm gonna go Cuarón.
Shout out to Cuarón.
But that's my should win is 100% Spike.
Best Picture. Here we go. The big daddy of them all, which has probably the worst nominees. Black Panther, Black Klansman,
yes.
Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Roma, Green Book, A Star Is Born, and Vice are your Best Picture nominees. The winner, I'll be three. Sure as hell won't be Bohemian Rhapsody. And sure as hell should not even be up there. A Star Is Born.
King, man. He's doing his thing.
Whatever. But
A Star Is Born. That was the front runner.
The winner is Green Book, brother. No, I'm playing. You know, a lot of people are picking Green Book, saying that it's gonna win. Not should, but will. I'm saying will, bro.
If they do that, I'll never. I'm boycotting. I'm boycotting.
Really?
Happens,
you boycotted the NFL. What happened then, bro?
What?
Kaepernick got a freaking
he got
settlement.
Yeah, that's right. And then that's what. Hey, man, it worked. It worked. You got paid.
I guess.
I'm still not watching it. I only watched the Super Bowl because I had money on it.
Okay.
But otherwise, yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm doing, man? You know what I'm going to do? And I know a lot of people might be thinking I'm crazy to do it, but I'm doing it. Netflix is going to win an Oscar for Best Picture. I'm picking Roma. I'm picking Roma, man. I'm picking Roma for Best Foreign Language Film, for Best Director, and for Best Picture. And cinematography. Holy crap. I'm doing it.
So you're getting the Best Foreign Language Film and cinematography.
Yeah, I'm going that in. I'm going that hard in. I went in with La La Land and I got burned. I picked La La Land for everything. I was like, it's gonna win it all. Yeah, dude. But I'm saying like Oscar picking wise.
Yeah.
I picked it for like every category.
I picked for everything too.
I got burned, so I might get burned. But you know what? If I'm gonna burn with my brown people. Shout out to Latino, Roma, Yalitza, Marina, Alfonso, homegirl who produced it. What's her name? Gabriela Rodriguez. Shout out to her.
Yeah,
she's a little Mexican lady. She's dope.
Little Mexican lady.
Yeah, I saw her in the producers roundtable for Hollywood Reporter. She was in there.
Yeah.
So one of these days, I'm gonna be a future Gabriela,
a
future Cuarón, bro. What you gonna do? Nah, I can't shoot like he can.
You got it, man.
Those pants.
Smooth shit.
Smoothing pants. Wait, it's almost there. Almost there. Got to reach the other side. There's gonna be a Swedish guy singing in his language as there's a fire going down. You know what I'm referencing, right?
Nah.
Remember the scene where like a Swedish guy is like singing and he's in a costume and he's in a bear costume and there's a forest fire and it's just sitting there for like it's just panning like so slow for like a good 30 minutes and he's singing an entire song and I'm like, yo.
I didn't know you're Swedish.
Yo.
I didn't even know
was he Swedish? What was he?
I don't know. I just thought he wasn't like Mexican.
No, it was like Swedish or Polish or something European.
I didn't know it was like European.
It seemed like it. I don't know, this is me predicting. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't. I gotta watch.
But you remember that scene?
Yeah, I do remember the scene.
Okay, that stood out to me where I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Cuarón. You got a Swedish guy singing while the forest is burning down.
Hey, that whole fire sequence for no pun intended was fire.
That one and then the scene with the crazy magician wrestler guy who's like he's the most powerful man in the world. and he's balancing with his eyes closed. I can't lie, bro. I tried to do it. It's pretty hard. Did you try?
Nah, I tried.
Come on, man. That's the point of the movie.
Was that when they're in the conference?
Yeah, but he's like, I will do the most impossible thing ever. I will balance on what foot while closing my eyes. and everyone laughed, and he's like, you might think it's boring, but try it. And everyone's like, crap, this is hard.
And she does it perfectly. Like, I love that. Also, I think, man, so many great scenes in Roma. That's really only Roma, Black Klansman, and Black Panther are like the only deserving nominees to me personally. And
I agree.
Vice to a certain extent, but, not really.
I put Black Panther over Vice.
Oh yeah, me too. I put Black Panther. I put Black Klansman. Put Roma all over Vice. 100%.
I think it's a little gimmicky, Vice.
I don't think it's gimmicky. I think it's a very clear problem that it has, right? Like, it's very clear that the ideology that Adam McKay possesses in terms of his view on politics is that Dick Cheney is just a monster. You know what I mean? So he had no way to get around that bias.
I was gonna say, sure, but at the same time,
he is a monster. He is a monster.
Yeah, I don't see I don't see a lot of people defending Dick Cheney.
But there's people who don't like Vice or don't like it because they feel like it's dehumanization. They feel like it's you're portraying a character over.
But at the same time, I can counter you by saying the fact, especially now RB3, because I really do feel, obviously they're in the news all the time, but the whole LGBT community, man, they get a lot of hate from Trump supporters. They really do. And the fact that Dick Cheney, and I know this is like, oh, it's not a big deal. It kind of is a big deal that his daughter is, very out and proud. And he was very out and okay with it. I think that's kind of humanizing him in a certain extent.
Yes, and yes and no.
Come on, man. How many movies do you have where the dad is like, I can't have a gay son, or my daughter cannot. He's very cool with it.
By the end of the movie, he stabs that in the back.
He does. But he stabbed in a very political way because he's a politician. Yeah. But in his personal life,
that just paints him as like,
he still hangs out with his daughter, and he's still like hanging out with her and his wife and her wife.
Yeah.
So that kind of humanizes him in a sense.
I think people expected a biopic, a character piece, when really they got a political ideology instead.
Sure.
So
I didn't expect it. I knew exactly what it was.
I knew it was going into.
I thought it was going to be worse. Listen, I thought that he was going to have like horns at the end of the movie or something.
No, listen, I hate Dick Cheney with like every bone in my body. Yeah. You know what I mean? I hate the Bush administration. I think they're the worst presidency we've ever seen.
What about Trump though, bro?
I'd almost argue that Bush is, he's done some more.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Things. Yeah, it's a good comparison between those two. But,
yeah, I think it's not, but we can get into that.
Yeah, but
I think it's a different level. But this is not the point.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that you
don't think it was fair to Cheney.
No, I thought it was more than fair. I thought
what are you saying?
I thought it was very polite. I'm saying what people don't like. Because I'm telling you, I talk to people all the time and at USC are just like, it's like Adam McKay. If he was going to make a movie about somebody he didn't like, then why are you making a movie anyway? People have that kind of mentality.
I guess.
So I personally, I like the fact that they fucking made Dick Cheney look like an asshole because he really is.
Sure.
But people I guess wanted like a character piece, So.
Yeah. Who are you picking, man? Who's your best picture winner? Is it Green Book?
No. I probably will have to say Roma as well. I think Roma has the most nominations. And I think Roma has the best kind of backing.
I think it's between Roma and Green Book, man. I think Green Book has a real shot.
I say it's between Roma and The Favorite.
The Favorite?
Yeah. I mean, just look at every other category that The Favorite's nominated in.
But you know what, man? I was watching it came out on Tuesday. The Tuesday being obviously today, but I'm saying the honest trailer for the Best Pictures. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. No.
They were talking about, obviously they do the honest trailer for Best Pictures where they go through each one and criticize it in some way. Mm-hmm. And they went to Green Book and they made the joke that everyone's talking about where it's like, look, guys, it's a movie telling us to not be racist. Wow, that's so powerful. And I heard that and I was like, remember I told you when we first talked about the nominees, what was a couple weeks ago, like 4 weeks ago, when they first announced the nominees, I told you it is that simple of a movie saying, hey, don't be racist. It's literally, that's the whole point of the whole movie, which is kind of dumb. I get it's kind of dumb, but I told you 4 weeks ago, don't we kind of need that nowadays? A movie that's that in a world that is so out and about, out and proud of their racism. Look at me, I'm racist. Yeah. That it's like, maybe we do need a movie that's like, hey, don't be racist, white people. Like like a lot of people are like, it's for white people. It is kind of for white people. But I told you maybe that's a good thing that white people see a movie that says don't be racist. Yeah, that's just my silver lining, my star in the sky, my good I can get out of Green Book. That its simplistic message may be negative towards a lot of people, but at the same time, it might be positive towards a lot of.
I can't rock with that, man.
Okay,
I'm sorry, man. It really does. To me, it's like like that's a cool idea and concept.
Yeah, it's outdated. I agree that it's outdated, but I feel like outdated is now in. Where the stuff that we've seen, like Spike Lee said it best himself about Black Klansmen being like, we're saying the same shit over again with Agent Orange. He said that himself. Like, that's a quote. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah. The racist shit we see in Black Klansmen, we're kind of seeing that again now. Exactly. Maybe we do need an outdated, old-fashioned Hollywood movie that says, don't be racist.
No, we need Black Klansmen. That's what we need.
It's nominated.
We need Black Panther.
It's great. It's a great movie.
We need Bell Street Could Talk. We need black people starring in movies
that
actually tell human stories that aren't about fucking slaves. I mean,
it's not about a slave, though.
I mean, fucking Green Book is segregation shit. I mean, bro, honestly, like, again, I say it's the same things, Do the Right Thing versus Drive Miss Daisy. And if the Academy actually believed in this anti-racism fucking message, why don't you nominate some fucking black people? Give a black director Best Director.
Black Spike Lee, man.
Finally, give him a win. Yeah, give him a win.
You're right.
Give a black actress besides Halle Berry Best Actress. You know that there's never been another Best Actress winner besides Halle Berry in 2001. And guess what role she played? She had to get donkey smashed by fucking Billy Bob Thornton in that one Monsters Ball. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, what's going on? They're not
Octavia Spencer, Viola Davis.
The supporting actress. Throughout history is supporting actress. Less than 2% of all Oscar winners ever.
Mahershala Ali, though, man, he's baller in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, that's.
And again, I'll say it again. He's gonna win an Emmy.
If you're gonna give one Oscar to Green Book, give it to the black man. Give it to him. But otherwise,
you're going Roma.
Otherwise, I'm going Roma. Yeah, I'm going Roma. I say the should win though. I'm saying Black Klansman. Should win Black Klansman.
I agree.
Yeah,
I 100% agree. Out of these nominees.
Yeah,
I would give it to Black Klansman.
Yeah,
100%. Alrighty, guys, that concludes our Oscar predictions. Hopefully, we're right. One of us is gonna be right. No, we're both gonna be wrong. We'll see on Sunday what's gonna happen. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. I will be live tweeting. I'm not sure if RB3 will be live tweeting.
Yeah, I might try and get Instagram
live tweet, bro. Live tweet. Oh, live Instagram too?
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
Get some video in there.
I'm gonna be live tweeting, so make sure you follow me at Squad Leader Ace.
Yeah.
And give this channel a subscribe if you haven't done already. If everyone who sees this on Collider, listens to this on Collider Factory, goes to our YouTube channel, First Cut channel, give us a subscribe. That would be so greatly appreciated, because guess what? We're giving you more movie reviews.
Yeah,
we did one last week with The Little Battle Angel. We might be doing one this week as well, guys. So make sure you subscribe, because we are giving you something that you've always wanted, and that's movie reviews. RB3, anything else to add?
Yeah, follow myself on Twitter at Director RB3. Ace, you have a Twitter as well, I'm sure.
Squad Leader Ace, yeah.
Ace, you gotta tweet your questions on there, man, because we don't have a lot of subscribers on YouTube yet. First of all, subscribe to the channel, and then on YouTube, comment on our video for some questions. But if you want to talk to us also, hit us up on Twitter. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys, for First Cut and for our Oscars prediction, I am Ace.
This is RB3.
And we are peacing out. Peace out, guys.